Patrick, baby. What you doing?
What is up, you guys? It's your girl Anastassja.Mariah, and I'm back with another video. As you can see, I'm already in the middle of doing my makeup base, but this video is going to be on my first impressions or testing out the One Size Beauty by Patrick Starrr Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Grab your drinks, grab your smoke, and if you're ready to know how I apply, how this applies, and what I think of this concealer and my first impressions, please keep on watching.
Let me do my thing. I already pop no tags, really got no swag. But if you need something, I probably got it in my Louis. I got it, that's what you got it. I got it, yes I do. Wherever you want me, I'm lonely without my Louis.
So I have some stuff written down, so you may see me looking down at my book a little bit, but I am going to give you some deets. So I did get this from Sephora, and it retails for $25, which to me, it's not too bad. You get 0.24 fluid ounces, and the color that I picked up is medium dark 3G, which is medium dark with golden undertones. So let me show you what that looks like. First, let me show you guys the packaging. So this is the packaging. It's this cute little pink and red, box. Most of its packaging matches, so I think this is super cute. They have the shade kind of color like on the top of the packaging as well. Let's see if it matches what we see. Okay, so in my opinion, what's on the inside doesn't match what is on the outside. So excuse my nails, by the way, you guys. I'm about to do them because I'm about to go somewhere later, but box looks a little deeper than what the actual color looks like. This looks a little bright, but I am using it to highlight and brighten, so we're gonna go ahead and still go through with this video today. So I ordered this from Sephora.com, but I ordered it for pickup, so I did go ahead and pick this up in store. The claims of this concealer is all day wear, do it all, medium to full coverage concealer that acts as the most targeted texture solver, gliding on skin like butter on toast. I really like how they worded that, because that kind of sounds like it's a very creamy, smooth product that I shouldn't have any tug with, and the pigment should just glide right across, right? Because that's what I'm getting. All right, so it says the coverage is full. It is free of parabens and cruelty free, so that's really great that it is cruelty free. I love that. This is going to be for all skin type, and the skin types normal, dry, combination, and oily, so every skin type can use this concealer, which is great. I did want to speak about some highlighted ingredients before we go ahead and get started. So they have caffeine, says it helps visibly depuff and supports the skin. They have avocado and mango butters. So what those butters do is hydrate and nourish to smooth the texture of your skin. So if you have any under eye texture and creases, it should help to minimize that look while this concealer is on your face. It has an exclusive peptide blend, so that supports the natural collagen to help the texture, which is really dope, because collagen, I've had collagen water. A lot of people are putting collagen in their coffee and their tea. They have like those tasteless powders. Collagen is really good. Our body naturally produces collagen, but it's always good to keep that collagen to make sure your skin is plump and that your skin is healthy and your bones and all of that stuff too. It says that this is waterproof and oil controlling. I don't really get too oily under my eyes specifically, but in my T-zone I can get oily. It says that this does not cake. It says that this is transfer proof, and it says it does not crease, so we're gonna have to see that. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me swatch it for you guys on the back of my hand before we get started. Okay, this color's not bad at all. And let me show you the doe foot. The color's not bad. Look at this doe foot. It has a nice kind of angle to it, so it looks like it's supposed to sit right underneath the eye, so you can sweep it right across. I like that. It has a good amount of product that came out with that swipe as well, so let me show you guys the color. Excuse my ashy hands. The color's actually not bad. I'm excited. Let me bring you guys in so we can go ahead and... That looks better since we're zoomed in. So when you zoom in on these cameras, these Canon cameras, your ISO lowers. Yeah. Your eye, like how much light you let in lowers. So I think you guys have a good amount of light to be able to see how this applies. Now I did watch a video yesterday, and I'm going to talk to you guys while I lotion my hands. Happy freaking Saturday. It is Saturday. This video should be up by, I don't know if I'm going to post it on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm trying to figure out what 2 days of the week I can post. I know I like Fridays and I like early Saturdays, but what other day of the week would you guys like to see a video if I do 2 videos a week? I want to do 2 videos a week, but I'm not sure what other day that I should do. Again, excuse my nails because I'm going to be redoing my press-ons after I'm done filming this video. This is like a cute little tube, you guys. The red lid seems like it's a hard plastic. I don't get glass from this, but I like it. I have my damp beauty blender, and if you guys want to know what I have on my face before we get started, let me go ahead and let you know what I have on my face. So for primer today, in my T-zone, I used the Farsali liquid powder. On the outside of my face, I did use the e.l.f. hydrating primer serum. And then for foundations, I mixed the Fenty Beauty hydrating foundation with the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. I just wanted to mix and see if I liked how it looked. So far, I like it. And then for contour, you see that contour, it's so pigmented, I love it. This is actually the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Truffle. Y'all know I like this. I like it a lot. I thought that it would give a really nice contrast. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. And let me mention one thing. I did watch a video and I saw that this concealer dries down pretty fast. Kind of like the videos that I saw for the Tarte Shape Tape, the original. I only have the creamy one. I never got the original, but I saw that this dries down pretty quickly, so you shouldn't let it sit. But I'm gonna start off with a good amount. I'm trying to be more precise as well when it comes to my concealers and my placement, because that makes all of the difference. I am going to be doing a look specifically for the makeup look from my haul. I did have someone request and I got really nice compliments, and it was crazy because in that video I was rushing. But shout out to you guys who enjoyed how I look in that video, in that haul video. So yeah, so far I'm loving the pigment here. I did not color correct underneath my makeup either. I think I like the tone of this for sure. But I don't want to take too long. Let me hurry up and start blending this out. Let's go ahead and get this blended out and see what we think. I got my little mirror here. If you're hearing a little jingle jingle, that's my crystals. I like that. Do you guys see that? Let me go ahead and just fix up the sides real quick. And I'm gonna fix up my nose. All right, so you guys. So. Patrick? Let me stop showing my nails. Patrick, let me show this hand. Patrick. What you doing? Look at that. Look at that. I'm really liking it, but I also want to see how it sets. For setting purposes, I want to keep it in the same family, and I do have both of his setting powders. So I have the One Size translucent setting powder here, and I'm going to use that to set the under eyes. And then I also have the One Size dark deep, so I'll use that to set all around my face. Okay, so you guys want to watch me do that real quick, like? Okay. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the same sponge, just put a little bit inside the lid. And we're also going to use it to brighten and bake a little bit too. I've been liking how that looks. I just tap a little bit off. I do have dry skin, so I don't ever want to overdo it. I'm loving this right now. Do y'all see how my skin looks? All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set the remainder of my face. I'm just using a fluffy brush, just tapping off the excess. I'm just adding a little bit to the inner corner eyes while I finish my face. And this one I'm not tapping off. So you guys, as you see, I'm all set all over. Okay, under eyes were set originally, and then I added some extra powder to go ahead and bake a little bit. Now I know I said I had dry skin, but it's just like it really do be adding a little bit of brightening. I think the thing that helps me the most when it comes to the baking is that I don't brush it off, you know. I kind of tap it in with the same sponge that I use to add the powder. Of course I knock some of the rest off, and then I kind of like push it into my skin. I let it sit there a little bit though. It's been working for me. I feel like you should try it as long as you prep your makeup well, like used hydrating products underneath, or a hydrating mix with a matte foundation, depending on the look you're going for. I think that it can work out when it comes to baking for brightening purposes. I do not bake because of the oil that I create. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face off of camera, and we're gonna go ahead and finish this video up and talk about this concealer. But I know y'all already know what kind of vibe it's giving. I fucks with it, so we'll be right back. I'm back and my face is complete. I went ahead and set the under eyes with the One Size translucent setting powder, as well as setting the rest of my face with the deep dark translucent setting powder. Well, I guess it's not translucent, but setting powder from One Size as well. For bronzer, I went ahead and used my Revolution Pro Sculpting Bronzer in Robe. As you guys can see, I love that bronzer. Like, it gives the perfect amount of warm. As you guys can see, I pressed with the damp sponge the powder. For my lips, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys that combo for this look. The lip is using the Buxom Plumping Liner, Power Line Plumping Lip Liner in the color Creamy Chocolate. And then I have the Beauty Bakery For Real Dough liquid lip, mattifying liquid lip in the middle of my lip, and then I topped it with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. Very pretty nude. I feel like it's a little bright right here, but I kind of like it at the same time. For blush, I use the Juvia's Place Blush Rouge Volume 1 palette. I use this bottom color. And then for highlighter, I use the Anastassja Beverly Hills Iced Out Highlighter. There we go. It's like this white gold iridescent. So pretty. And I used my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I have a mini, still using it. I love it. Matter of fact, let me add a little bit to my face right now. When you get close to this area, I don't know how people do it. I always have to fix my brows. Alright, so my face is all set and dry, but you guys, the star of the show again is the One Size by Patrick Starrr Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. Again, I got the shade Medium Dark 3G, which has golden undertones. And when I first applied it, y'all, it did look pretty bright, didn't it? Like, I thought that it was going to be just a little too bright. But when you pair it with the translucent setting powder under the eye, and how it just melted in my skin, I would say it oxidizes slightly, or maybe it didn't. Maybe that's just how it dries, because, you know, I swatched it on my hand, but we didn't let it dry down. So y'all, did y'all see when I was wiping right here? I was wiping. Y'all, it's so smooth. Like, it's so smooth. I'm gonna bring you in. This is as far in. Let me scoot forward. My under eye is so smooth. I haven't had any creasing. I think the one thing I would say that I dislike about this concealer is that it dries down just a little too fast. So I would suggest when you do, and if you do end up purchasing this concealer, just keep that in mind and know that you should work maybe in smaller sections at a time. You know, because when I put it all out, when I was getting to my forehead, it was starting to stick and kind of like around the mouth area too, but it allowed me to blend for a while. I would definitely suggest doing this with a sponge. I'm not even gonna try it with a brush. I have some really good concealer brushes, but I don't think I'm gonna use this concealer with a brush because of how quickly it was beginning to dry. I love the coverage. It's definitely medium to full coverage. My skin's like acting pretty good right now, but I'm also doing a really good job at prepping my skin underneath and putting products together that operate well together for my skin type. Because, you know, I have dry combination skin. I only tend to get oily in my T-zone, and I'm currently in Florida, so boom. But this concealer, I will say, if I had to give it from a 0 to 10, 10 being the best, I would give this concealer, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm definitely gonna give it a 9. Only because I was a little deceived by the box. I thought it would be just a tad darker, and the fact that it dries down a little too fast. And I'm already, you know, I'm trying to make sure that I get it blended in. Even though it blends out well, I can definitely tell you if you have that on too long, it's gonna stick. I really think that the finish of the under eyes look smooth. The powder really helps too. Like these, they definitely work well together. Thumbs this video up if you guys want a video on this eye look as well. I think it's just a really cute nude ombre look. It's given, especially with the nude lip. But I'm definitely loving the concealer. So that's my second product from that One Size line. Those were the two things that really drew me in, and those are the two things that I absolutely love and I do not regret buying. So far the experiences with the One Size brand has been chef's kiss for me. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you decide to buy it. I don't think the price is bad at all. $25. You get a lot of product compared to how much you're gonna actually need under your eye, you know. So I think that's a good deal. It's at Sephora exclusively, and his website onesizebeauty.com. and yeah, so it's not giving me cakey. I'm not getting any creasing. They say it's good for my under eye with the collagen and the butters that are involved in here, because it definitely slid, as y'all seen. You know what I'm saying? So it's doing what it has to do. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys out. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in for this first impressions testing new product review on the One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer by Patrick Starrr, and I absolutely loved it. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Just make sure you follow me and stalk me on social media. I will follow back. Just let me know that you're coming here through one of my videos. Hit this video and give this video a thumbs up if you did like what I've given you today. And you guys just stay connected with me. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. And I will be seeing you guys in my next video. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.